Right, internet and email. So internet and electronic mail or email is that is the topic that we are going to discuss today. And so the objectives or the expectations of the subject is basically you should know, after learning, you should know what is internet and how it is operated. The second thing is the services of the internet. What kind of services are available? Right? What kind of services are available? And the third thing is searching information. Right? So how we should search information in internet. So what are the searching tips and tricks? And about URL, Uniform Resource Locator. So how to access resource through URL and URI. And next thing is IP addresses. We will learn how addresses are assigned to the computers, right? How addresses are assigned to the computers and how those addresses are given, what is the method and how we access to those addresses, domain names, protocols, and DNS, electronic email, electronic mail, video conferencing, and social networks. So these are some common topics that we are going to discuss. Okay, so first question, so what is internet? My first question, what is internet? So how can you explain, how can you define internet? So can anyone define internet? What is internet? Can anyone define this?
Network that connect the whole world.
Yeah, it's a network, correct? It's network. So what kind of network? What kind of network that is? Yes, I agree, it's a network. Internet is a network. What kind of network that is? I think, yes, I have sent the link in the morning. Some have not seen this since you have to say resend this, right? You can resend it to the group. Okay, so what kind of network that is? What kind of network? Internet is a network, correct? It's a worldwide network, okay? Yes, it's correct. It's a worldwide network and it is a worldwide public network. So more important, so you have to mention it's a worldwide public network. Okay, please write down the heading in your book, Internet and World Wide Web. English part, please write down, no need to write the singular one, and then write what is internet. So under that, please write internet is the world's largest, it is the largest one. And it is public, more important, it's public. No one owns it. The world's largest public wide area network. World's largest public wide area network. You can say WAN. A wide area network is a network which connect different geographical area. Different geographical areas. So please write down this. Internet is the world's largest public wide area network. Wide area network means a network which connects different geographical areas. Right? It is also known as a network of networks. So that's why I asked, so what kind of network? It is a network of networks. It provides infrastructure to many services, including World Wide Web and email. It provides infrastructure. Infrastructure කියලා කියන්නේ යටිතල පහසුකම්. So for an example, okay, road is infrastructure. පාරවල් කියන්නේ යටිතල පහසුකම්. පාරවල් කියන්නේ යටිතල පහසුකම්. මේකේ යන ඒතර මේ යටිතල පහසුකම් වලින් ලැබෙන සේවාව තමයි බස්, van, cars, So transportation. Eva haraha etara passengers lata yanna puluwan transportation තමයි එවෙන් ලැබෙන service එක. So roads we call infrastructure. India, so again, telecommunication network, or you can say GSM network, is infrastructure. There again, labena seva tama calls ganna puluwan apita, data වලින් internet යන්න පුළුවන්. So those are the services. Infrastructure is basically it's in the platform. It's providing the platform, right? Providing platform, right? Infrastructure within bracket you can write providing. It's a platform. So in this platform, there are many services running. You can name the services. Who introduced internet? Good question. So internet it's began in the Second World War. Second World War time. So they wanted to have an infrastructure which can be used to communicate, especially send data, because that time telephone network was there. That is to send voice. But to send fax information, they need, or share information, they need a secure infrastructure. So they were researching about that. Actually, main universities in USA, which is attached to Department of Defense, they were attached to Department of Defense. ආරක්ෂක අමාත්‍යාංශයට අනුබද්ධව ඒකත් එක්ක එකට වැඩ කරපු universities mainly, they were involved in this research. So initially they have created something called, right, so this is like, so since you have asked, I'm just giving, so the history, a brief history. How it began. Oh, sorry, it is not in English. How it began, a brief history. So basically what has happened in World War II, there was so this is WW2 is not World Wide Web, it's World War. There was a need for secure data and information transferring infrastructure. So US Department of Defense, DoD, Department of Defense, together with universities, introduced small networks. It's not small actually. Department of Defense with universities introduced something called ARPANET. So this ARPANET means Advanced Research Project Agency Network. So they have introduced ARPANET. Right, ARPANET was introduced that time. So the main intention was, actually main requirement was infrastructure to communicate securely, to send data securely. Right? Then, at that time actually, so this ARPANET was the initial project, but then later after the World War, so they have anyway implemented some kind of, but that infrastructure was expensive. This was used for mainly communicate within US, not to other countries. So within US, they have communicated using this ARPANET. Then, so National Science Foundation, NSF, National Science Foundation involved this, and they have also improved this version. And later, after the World War II, so then යුද්ධෙට නැති කඩුව කොස් කොටන්න වද්ද වගේ කාල දැන් හදාගත්තනේ network එක. හැබැයි ඒකේ වැඩක් නැහැ නේ World War II ඉවරුනාට පස්සේ. It became like, so why we use that? Why US used that after the World War? So they wanted to improve this and they wanted to provide services to this. So as a result, so National Science Foundation and this Department of Defense together, so they have then develop NSF, National Science Foundation Network, and they have merged this ARPANET, National Science Foundation. And so basically they were together developed this first kind of internet. But that is just for universities and researching purpose. Then later, in late maybe 1990s, 1980s, 90s, that time, they have, so in 1940s, 50s, this development happened. After that, so it was like a silence project, not actually, so it was not evolved much. But in 1980s, so Tim Berners-Lee, a person called Tim Berners-Lee, he found something that is very important. He found web, World Wide Web. He is known as father of web. The person is Tim Berners-Lee. Here. So he's basically known, so he's a computer scientist and he's the inventor of World Wide Web. So then to introduce the service, introduce the web service, he has used this internet infrastructure. He has delivered these web services through internet infrastructure. Internet was not popular, but web was really popular. Due to that, there was a need to develop this internet because infrastructure, the infrastructure ki service එක ජනප්‍රිය වුණාම, what do you have to do? Because of the service popularity, it was a need to improve the internet. So then different people involved, different researchers involved. There's a team called Internet Engineering Task Force. They involved, likewise, with the different involvements of the countries, people, researchers, it has come to this level. Now we are using commercial internet. Now we are using commercial services. Now internet connects not even our planet, it connects other planets also. Not just for the world, it connects other planets. And it connects animals. It connects animals, human. It connects everyone. Now we call it like global village. Everyone in the world, even beyond that, even the people in the International Space Station, everyone connected. සියලුම දෙනා දැන් ලෝකයේ අනෙක් ග්‍රහ ලෝක, එතකොට ජන්තර්ජාතික අභ්‍යවකාශ මධ්‍යස්ථානයේ හැම එකම අන්තර්ජාලයට connect වෙලා තියෙනවා. So this is a brief history. How it began. The initiation was happened due to World War. ලෝක යුද්ධ හින්දා තමයි initiation එක උනේ. But later, so it was converted to a commercial infrastructure. Now there are different teams involved in developing this. Now there are different services, many services. So which out of this World Wide Web is one of the most popular services in the internet. Likewise, we have that. So you can write down this part, right? What is internet? As well as the brief history part also, it's okay. So just, you should know the history, that is better. So good question. So if you have questions like that, you can ask, right? Then if I know, I'll provide the answer. If I don't know, I'll say I don't know. I'll search and tell you. But if I know, I'll definitely provide the answer. Okay, the next thing that you should know is what are the services of the internet. Right? The next thing that you should know is services of the internet. So after writing down this, you can start writing the services of the internet. So first write down this, then I'll explain one by one, right? First write down this, then I'll explain one by one. Write down up to number 8. I'll explain the services after that. Now, let's explore one by one. The first one is email. So basically email, so this is method of communicating, method of sending messages. And when it comes to the traditional mail, we call that snail mail. Snail mail කියලා කියන්නේ අර හෙමින් යන හින්දා. Snail mail, හරි? Snail mail was email. So you should know the difference basically. I'm just telling. So let's discuss this further, right? So here you can see, so these are some statistics, right? some statistics about snail mail and email. And snail mail means like it's slow email, slow kind of mail. You can send, that is postal, traditional postal mail. So it is slow. It will take some time to arrive. But email, it's going through wires, it's faster. And you can see snail කෙනෙක් වගේ නේ මෙයා යන්නේ මෙහෙම නැවිලා. ඒතර අර snail ගේ කට්ටේ තියෙන මේ තියෙන මේ sign එක තමයි නිකන් at mark එක වගේ දැන් තියෙන email වල. So maybe dasun@jits.lk. Okay, maybe someone at microsoft.com. අර at mark එක මේ වගේනේ snail කෙනෙක් ආයේ කට්ටේ ආభాෂයෙන් තමයි ගන්න තියෙන්නේ. at එක මේ. You can see. This is at mark. Okay, so then snail mail was email. This is interesting fact to know. So this is actually, this is some old fact, but now it's like it's different statistics. This is some old statistics, but anyway, so you can see emails 14.4 trillion per year, that is 39.6 billion per day, and snail mail 485 million per day. It's like, this is really popular, because if you just want to send a message, why you should delay that? You want to send message, okay, you want to send a note, you want to send a note to your student, your friend, one of your students, maybe one of your friends, you want to send a message, a note. So if you can send this instantly via WhatsApp or email, so why do you delay that? Why you send it postal? It will take 2-3 days. So can you tell one disadvantage of email? Any disadvantage? Is there any disadvantages of email? Or no disadvantages? Hello guys, you have to talk, right? You're messaging, talking and messaging, two things. Talking means you have to turn on the microphone and reply. So one disadvantages of email. Email is a disadvantage. No proper security, I don't agree, because if you have password protected way, so it is secure than standard mail. Mail like ona කෙනෙකුට මගදී කඩන්න පුළුවන්. කඩලා කියවන්න පුළුවන්. මගදී බලලා කියවන්න පුළුවන්. ඕන විසි කරලා දාන්න පුළුවන් මගදී. Yes. I agree with you, Akash. So there is destination. Destination can be changed. Destination can be changed කියන හැබැයි ඒක advantage එකක් විදිහට. ඒ කියන්නේ ඕන destination එකට යන්න පුළුවන් දැන්. Standard mail එකක් කියන්නේ address එකට විතරනේ. email එකටත් address එකක් තියෙනවා. හැබැයි email address එක ඕනම වෙලාවක ඕනම තැනක තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් මගේ email address එකට mail එකක් එවනකොට මම ඉන්නේ flight එකේ නම් flight එකටත් ඒ email එක එනවා. මම ඉන්නේ වෙන රටක නම් ඒ වෙන රටටත් ඒ email එක එනවා. but physical mail එහෙම එන්නේ නැහැ. physical mail එන්නේ මම ඉන්න address එකට විතරයි. Need physical availability. So anything else? So anything else? So what else? Destination can be changed means it is advantage in my point of view. That's why I tell you. So it is advantage. Destination can be changed and advantage. Okay. But can you send physical things? Goods can you send? Postal parcel. But can you send the same using email? Can you send a parcel using email? No way of sending physical things. So that is the main disadvantage of email, nothing else. So it is secure. It will arrive any destination. It is instant. It is cost effective. It's almost zero cost. It is cost effective. It's efficient, fast. Right? It's reaching any destination. But only disadvantage, you can't send physical goods or physical components. Okay, I would like if you can write this here itself, right? So little comparison about snail mail and email. Just add, so you can write separately. So no need to add here. just you can add this after this part, right? Small exercise to you. So one side you can write snail mail. The other side you can write email, electronic mail. And so just write, it has an address of following format. So what is the address format of snail mail? It is like house number, road name, city, country. So that is the format, and has an address of following format. So what is the format of email address? It is person add or user add host, user add host or domain. So that is the format of email. And reach physical destination. So in the other hand, you can say reach logical destination, which is called inbox. So need to available physically in the given address. This is reaching any destination. ඕනම ස්ථානයකට ළඟා වෙන්න පුළුවන්. මෙයා ඒ ඇඩ්‍රස් එකේ ඉන්නම ඕන. මෙයා භෞතික ලිපිනයකට යනවා, මෙයා තාර්කික ලිපිනයකට යනවා. Right, so another thing is this is slower, this is faster, this is inefficient, this is efficient, this is, the next one is costly, this is cost effective or less cost. So in the other hand, this is can be used to deliver physical goods. Here you cannot. So that is the disadvantage. And this is available, need to be secured. This is available on demand. Available on demand. Need to be physically secured, right? Either you have to file this, either you have to keep this in some cupboard. Likewise, need to be physically secured. Need physical space. Here need logical space. So these are some facts to know about electronic mail and snail mail or the traditional mail. Just write down this. The comparison is very important. Yeah. So what you have, so what Akash was telling, so if address is changed, it's reaching incorrect destination, and it is common for standard emails also, right? If address is changed, it is sent to some other destination. There is problem of standard mails also. If wrong address, it will go to the wrong destination. If it is a wrong address, it will go for the wrong destination. Both, it's valid for both. Right. So let's go for the second service. This is very important lesson because this has theory and practical both. So you need theory. Without theory, you can't start practicals. That is the next problem, right? So I know theory lessons are a bit boring, but you have to focus on that and learn the theory, and then you can go for the practicals, right? So then web. That is the second main service. And so these are some examples. So you have webmail. Webmail means web-based emails. सामान्य email නෙවෙයි. webmail කියන්නේ මේ webmail web එකකින් access කරන්න පුළුවන්. සාමාන්‍ය email access කරන්න පුළුවන් email client software එකකින්. කවුරු හරි දන්නවද email client software? Anyone knows email client software? කවුරු හරි දන්නව නම් කියන්න මට. email access කරන්න පුළුවන් software මොනවාද? Okay, I got one reply. No. Right. Email access කරන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් මගේ එකේ තියෙනවා මේ තියෙන Apple Mail කියලා. So that is to access email. ඕගොල්ලන්ගේ computer එකේ තියෙනවා. Outlook කියලා එකක් තියෙනවද කියලා බලන්න. Check whether you have Outlook in your computer. තියෙනවද? Windows key එක ගැහුවම search කරන්න පුළුවන් Outlook කියලා. So if it is not there, it will come with Office package basically. Right? Okay, next day you can try this. You can just try to download Outlook, right? Yes, Outlook. Oh, there are many software components, right? Not just Outlook. Eudora. There's something called Eudora, right? Eudora and Eudora email client software, right? This is what this one. Eudora is for it came for classic Mac OS. Classic Mac OS, and there's something called Thunderbird. Thunderbird it's similar to the Firefox. It's open source software. You can see here Thunderbird. That is also for emails. Eudora, Thunderbird. Outlook is normally there in your computer. In Microsoft, you have Outlook. Okay, these are used to access email services. Microsoft Outlook, Eudora, Thunderbird used to access. Right, I'll add this point. So since you don't know, Eudora, Thunderbird, Outlook, Apple Mail can be used to access emails. So those are the software which can be used. That is for traditional emails. For an example, if you have SLT.net, SLTnet.lk. So jits.lk is our institute website. So if you're having, so my email is basically admin@jits.lk. So info@jits.lk. Right. So likewise, I have email under JITS. So in future, we will provide email to you as well. Mozilla Firefox is a browser, right? Mozilla Firefox, you are asking what is that? That is a browser that can be used to access web. What are the other software other than Mozilla Firefox? Can you tell some other software? Okay, one example, Mozilla Firefox, correct. Mozilla Firefox. Anything else? Okay, you are listing, yeah, Google, not Google. Google is incorrect. Google is a search engine. Google Chrome is the correct answer. Internet Explorer, Edge, Opera can be used to access web. So for everything, you have software. So if you're accessing something through these things, that is a website, web service. If you're accessing something through this software, that is email. This is for website. But so this Gmail, you can either access from these clients or even from web. That's why it's called webmail. Web and email together. මෙයි එකතු වෙලා තමයි මෙහෙම කෙනෙක් හැදෙන්නේ. Web and email together created Gmail, Yahoo Mail, Hotmail. But these are some separate emails. Okay. So if you disconnect, please connect to the, yeah, these are called browsers. These are called web browsers. Right? Web browsers or web clients. So if you disconnect, please connect to the same link because now it's time up. So you will be disconnected. please connect to the same link, right? These are the software programs or web clients or web browsers used to access web. Web is a popular